Oh, my. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's gonna be okay, bud. I am Ben Kissel at Ben Kissel1, joined by Jerii Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerii, that's Jerii, and Kyle Ploof.
Hey.
At Kyle Ploof. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Also, shoot us an email, okbudpod@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts. Send us pictures of your cats, your dogs, your turtles, whatever the hell you want to.
Yeah.
It's Friday!
Hell yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
God, thank Jesus it's Friday.
I know, you've been working too hard. We're going to get you
worked
some
so
merch
hard.
money.
Yes.
I'm full of bumps from these little mosquitoes that have been biting me all over my body.
Keep forgetting to get bug spray.
I gotta get.
Absolutely need
I
bug
know
spray.
the fascinating world of a bug spray conversation. That's what
Yes.
you get right here.
Well, it's fine. Look, everyone can relate to needing bug spray, but you keep forgetting about bug spray until you enter the area in which you need bug spray.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's like whippets. You never know you want one until you need one.
What?
All right, let's go on to an update on a famous TikToker who went missing. It was a teen influencer. Her name was Fabolia.
Wait, so which
It's
one?
Fabolia. It's Fabolia.
It's Fabiola.
Okay, Fabiola, which it's a cute name, but it does sound like you might have an operation to remove it. So, sadly, she has died. But this is a recent trend of TikTokers. We saw the gal in Brazil. Remember when she was shot down?
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful, especially in these, like in America, I feel like being out there, being known, everyone's a whore here.
Yeah.
In other countries, I think they're a little bit more reserved, and perhaps you're putting yourself at more risk if you do TikTok and get very successful. It's just speculation.
no.
I don't know. But this is very sad.
It is.
She
What
was
happened?
she was killed, and she was just found. She was found dismembered, cut up into pieces, and put into bags near a water treatment plant in Lima, Peru.
Wow.
This is her. She's a beautiful
Aw,
young
she's so
TikToker.
pretty.
So pretty, so young,
Oh
had
my
everything going for
God.
her.
So this is a crime of passion, maybe, because they cut her up.
Well, we'll get into it a little bit. So, cops were able to identify the TikToker only by her distinctive tattoos, including the phrase in English, "Love me for who I am."
Aww.
Which isn't that all we want is to be loved for who we are. Mm-hmm. And she got that tattooed on her body in English so even I could read it.
I know,
Isn't
and
that nice
me.
of her? And you. So, they say she was strangled before being dismembered. The suspect, they say it could be an act of revenge by the family
Oh, God.
or the close circle of, you guessed it, her ex-boyfriend.
Wow. It's always the spouse.
Yes.
Or ex-spouse.
But now, strangely enough, her ex-boyfriend died in 2022.
What?
And people don't know why or how he died. They say it's unclear. The circumstances around her ex-boyfriend's death is unclear.
What? Was she there for it? Did she do it?
So she was only 16 years old,
Probably not.
okay? So they were dating.
Everyone knows only boys kill at 16 years old.
That's not true. Look what happened with the two gals in Wisconsin, the Slenderman killers.
Yeah.
But they didn't
They-
kill her. They stabbed her a bunch, but they didn't succeed. Thank God.
No, I'm saying the girls don't do killing at 16.
I think
Yeah,
that's
they
when they do.
That's when they kill.
I
Those
feel
girls
what-
were
that's when
13, the
they get
Slenderman
killed.
killers. Or
Yep.
stabbers.
Slender. Oh, the ones that did stab. Oh, because they stabbed all together a girl, right?
Yes, but they were younger. They were like 10 or 11. I think
Yeah.
that a 16-year-old girl is exceptionally scary.
I think a gang
Yeah.
of them is definitely scary.
Absolutely.
Terrifying.
So, once in Lima, they lived together, her and her boyfriend. They lived in a rental flat. And then that's where her boyfriend was found dead just months later. His death was ruled a suicide, but his family did not believe he took his own life, and they accused Fabiola of killing him.
Oh.
So this whole thing is like familia. familia. So despite this, she was never formally investigated and just kind of continued her life. She worked at nightclubs and at bars, and this entire time, because now it's 2025, the ex-boyfriend's family was stewing and plotting, looking at her like, holy hell, this bitch killed our man. And she must pay. No word if she actually did, of course.
Maybe they hired someone.
Maybe they did. I don't know. It seems like there's some powerful families at play here. So local media reports claim the Venezuelan mafia, and just to circle our edges here, circle our squares. Love you, Venezuelan mafia.
Love it.
We love all mafias.
Yes.
Mexican drug cartels. Love you. Thank you for your work.
Oh my God! If you guys ever need company, man,
Let us know.
Ben would be great.
I'll put on a whole show.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll put on a song and a dance. I'll take my clothes off. You can laugh at my flabby white body. You can say, gringo stupid, gringo stupid.
Love that.
It'd be fun. So, local media reports claim a Venezuelan mafia gang even threatened to make her pay for Maynor's death. So she, this 16-year-old girl at the time, had a straight-up hit on her head. And the entire time, as you can see there, Jerii, she's TikToking, looking beautiful on camera.
Great top.
Great top, great titties. And
Oh my God.
there was a straight-up gang in Venezuela being like, this bitch is going to pay. Obviously, she is also the victim here. So police believe that on the night before her death, she was lured away from a party under a thing they call a false pretense.
Oh,
Which we've all been there.
it's the
Wow.
worst pretense.
I got some Bud Lights in my house. You want to come over? Next thing you know, you're massaging a big man named Schaefer,
Whoa.
which I've done.
Oh,
That's-
God.
Yeah, there was a bartender, great dude, really nice guy. I met him the first time I was in New York. He worked at the place called the Four-Faced Liar. And
cool.
I didn't know everyone was gay at the time. So I went over to his apartment one night and we did a bunch of drugs and drank. And then we were giving each other massages. And then I left. And then my friend at the time, Maggie, was like, you know he's gay and he was trying to fuck you. And I was like, no, he's just being nice. But
Oh,
then
my God.
in hindsight, I do understand that
Yeah.
we were sort of two big redheaded bear men that were massaging each other.
Ooh, nice.
I just thought it was kind of a nice time.
That sounds lovely.
My ignorance knows no bounds.
I would watch it in current tense.
Oh, thank you. So some reports say that she was tortured. This is not good. How did they torture her? I'm going to say this. They went classic.
They went classic.
Cigarette burns.
Oh,
Oh,
The worst.
ow.
Right?
Dad?
What? Oh my God, my dad's not dead. He's alive. I'm at the highway in the sky, son. Still driving truck for the Lord.
That's how people in Boston try to get you to stop talking during church.
No, that is very true. Also, they do the Vulcan death grip.
Yeah, they just flick the cigarette right at you. Mm-hmm. You're like, ow. Pay attention.
Don't talk during this part of the mass. The priest is about to confess to all the molestations. So, some reports say that she was tortured with cigarette burns on her legs and her feet before being killed. Her remains were eventually found as they were dumped in the Rimac River, and they ended up at the water treatment plant.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my God, this story is crazy. So detectives, they're on the case.
Yeah.
They're looking, I mean, they're on the take as well.
Yeah.
So I'm
seems like
sure
it.
they'll be like, I don't know what's going on. So they're still reviewing CCTV footage and gathering statements from those who know from those who knew Fabiola. There have been no arrests, but local media say there's some breakthroughs expected in the near future.
Huh.
Yep. This again comes after a beauty influencer was shot dead during a live stream on TikTok, which we discussed. Valeria Marquez, when she was 23.
So crazy.
Some jackass walked in, entered her salon in Mexico, and fired a gun at her. That was according to prosecutors. So be
insane.
fucking careful.
That's so scary.
Yep. The depraved killer opened fire on the influencer whilst she was holding a pink stuffed toy. Isn't that sad?
Crazy. That is
So
really, really sad.
we will keep you updated on if there's going to be any arrests in this case involving Fabiola. But they were all mad at her. I'm going to say that.
Definitely seems that way.
Holy.
There's definitely motive, to say the least.
Yeah. But like, let's just say she did kill her ex-boyfriend. She killed him all much nicer than they killed her.
Seriously.
Cigarette burns?
That's messed up. Well, it wasn't death by cigarette burns.
No, but
That was just the appetizer.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which sucks.
She was dismembered.
And I feel like that's
Yeah.
not even that. Yeah, I feel like the cigarette burns is not even like that harsh. Obviously, it sucks to be burned, but
Right.
From cigarette burns where you're like, can you not?
Right.
And then full dismembering, like, sheesh.
Can you bring the cigarettes back, please?
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, we really sped up there.
Seriously, really escalated
0 to
there for
60
a
in 1 second.
Ay.
We had some people on our football team in high school because I played football my senior year in high school.
Very cool.
Kind of a cool guy. And they did the cigar burns.
Oh,
And they burned each other with cigars to get the little cigar insignia. But I never did that because I'm not gay, So
I just massage guys with no shirts.
okay.
Right,
Whoa,
thank you.
whoa, Kyle Tola.
Who?
I ain't no queer.
Kyle, no, I was invested in the series we were watching, and I just so happened to be getting a massage from a big fat redheaded man.
Yum.
Oh, it was 2 reds on reds?
Yeah, it was a ginger.
Wow.
And then we
Ginger on
listened.
ginger.
Then we listened to Firestarter by Prodigy. And it was fantastic. And yeah, I was innocent at the time. Also, I grew up in a gay house. I don't know I don't know what it is to be. I have no frame of reference.
Well, it ain't that.
That's why I don't understand. Oh, you're supposed to do this with that group and this with the other. I don't fucking know. Damn it. So this woman's been dismembered now because of you guys.
Yeah, because of us.
So it's Murder Friday continues. And that's the fucking butt of the week.
Oh, my
Who's
God.
the butt of the week?
Strong garbage bags.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Oh
butt of the
my
week is strong
God.
fucking garbage bags. Okay, you guys pushed me to this limit.
Body bags?
No.
Contractor bags.
Garbage. No, not body bags. I'm sorry, garbage bags. Strong garbage bags are butt of the week.
Why? Because they
hold your fucking garbage.
They hold dismembered body parts.
If that's your garbage.
Otherwise, calling it a body bag.
No.
So then isn't it disrespectful?
Butt of the week is strong
because
garbage bags.
you just referenced garbage bags while we were talking about someone who got dismembered and then sent into the water in garbage bags.
I am not the dictator of your garbage. I am not the dictator of your garbage.
That you are referencing the body inside the bags, so it is bags with bodies.
Whatever you're throwing away that requires a good, thick, heavy-duty garbage bag. Those are butt of the week, and it's official.
No, it's not official.
It is official
No,
because
it's
this is my
not.
segment, and I can do it whenever.
I'm filing an appeal. This is bullshit.
Kyle, you're the judge. You're the appeal judge.
I mean, it's non-sentient, so it does go in line with everything that Ben does.
Thank you,
God.
Judge Kyle Tola, coming in for the man.
Every third week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't fucking know what my brain is like. Let's move on. Tokyo. Beautiful area.
Oh, I want to go.
Apparently, there was a man. Japan has just executed, so this is the finale of this story, a person who was called the Twitter Killer.
Whoa.
They murdered and dismembered 9 people. To make this more disgusting and sort of amazing, he did it all in his apartment.
Shout out to garbage bags.
Shout out to, again, butt of the week, garbage bags.
An appeal is filed.
A man convicted of murder for killing and dismembering 9 people in his apartment. Move over, Jeffrey Dahmer. This guy did it in 2020. He was sentenced to death in 2020 for the killings of the 9 victims. The murders took place in 2017. Most of the people he killed posted suicidal thoughts on social media.
Wow.
So he was looking at their social media being like, they're all sad.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what they want to do to themselves, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill them.
Seriously?
That's what he says.
He's assisted suiciding people?
I don't think they really wanted to die.
Yeah.
I think they were just emo on social media, which all of us have been.
Yeah.
I have never put a camera in front of my face to cry in front of it.
Okay. I haven't quite.
That doesn't mean that you're not emo on social media.
Name one emo thing about me on social media.
Well, you're sort of emo as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ish.
that's true.
So you are by definition emo. ish.
I'm watching
You're
anime
tougher than
tonight.
emo. I like emo, but I don't. I mean, the emo people can be overbearing.
I always thought I was a little more like punkish metal.
Yeah, you are more punkish metal, but with a tinge of emo.
Yeah, sure.
So, the victims all posted suicidal thoughts on social media. He was also convicted of sexually abusing the female victims. So, police arrested him later in 2017 after they found the bodies of 8 teenage girls and a woman, as well as one man in cold storage cases in his apartment. Notice he wasn't using Bud of the Week,
Oh, look at that.
which is, of course, a garbage bag.
Okay.
So, once they found all this, they're like, holy shit, this guy's all crazy. Investigators say Shirashi approached the victims via Twitter. And to your point, Miss Aquino, he offered to assist them with their suicide wishes.
And they said no, but he's like, I'm coming over anyway.
Exactly. He killed the 3 teenage girls and the 5 women after, this is disgusting, raping them.
Oh.
He also killed the boyfriend of one of the women to silence him.
Wow.
Holy shit. This guy definitely seems like if you're going to have a death penalty in your country, this guy is like number uno right here. This guy's the one you do it.
Maybe. Yeah. It sounds like we should take this guy out.
This is sort of their Ted Bundy, their, again, aforementioned Jeffrey Dahmer. This guy is the boogeyman.
He is acting pretty serially, isn't he?
Yes, he really is. And again, all in his apartment. What were his neighbors thinking?
How did he get people into his apartment? It's the weird part.
I mean, yeah.
Especially if he reached out first and they were like, nah, I'm actually good on that.
Right. I don't want to go to your apartment. Like, I'm actually suicidal, but I live in a house. How aren't you suicidal?
Right.
So, according to the judge, he signed the execution order earlier this week. They did not witness it. However, how was he killed? Old school. They went hanging.
They went hanging?
They went hanging for the guy.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah.
is so good for them.
Yeah. But what's
Was
interesting...
there a crowd?
I would assume if you have a hanging without a crowd, a stand-up show without a mic...
Did it even happen?
Seriously. I mean, I make no bones about it. If I was back in the day, I would have been at every fucking hanging. I would have been
God.
I would have been at every single thing in the Roman Coliseum. I would have loved that shit.
Yeah, you would have made a podcast about it.
Yeah, I would have been just screaming on the corner.
Yeah.
And then just been like, whoa.
This is your regular hangman correspondent, Ben Kissel.
Yo, did y'all see him blink after he was kind of dead? Do you see him blink?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still alive. Do you think he saw me moon him?
This is not cool.
It would be cool for me and my friends who are obviously assholes.
Yeah.
So, according to the judge, they say this case caused an extremely serious outcome and dealt a major shockwave and also unease to the society. Now, evidently in Japan, there is a large anti-death penalty movement, which, of course, I'm anti-death penalty as well, because I wouldn't mind if this guy was alive and suffering. Life is basically hell. They gave him a reprieve.
Seriously.
I just
taking him out easy.
Yeah, I'd put him in, a 4x5 little room and feed him once a day and just have him live in hell.
There you go.
But a lot of people said, we don't want this to happen. However, it did happen.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
They justified the need for execution in this case, noting a recent government survey shows an overwhelming majority of the public still supports capital punishment. However, the opposition movement is definitely rising. But if you're going to kill one guy, if you're the state, you're like, no one can really be that mad about this.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that does make sense, but it's still so like strange and just like, where did this happen? Like, what public square did they still have to have this available, or was it indoors?
I think it was probably an indoors. I don't like
that's
that.
so weird.
At the Public Hanging Recreational Center.
Well, sure.
Well, they always had town squares
Just
to
one-
do it back then, but now it's like town squares are like the downtown areas, where
Right.
where there are like hip breweries and like bowling.
I think
alleys.
there's still sometimes a town.
Hang someone there.
Some downtowns still have a town crier, but it's like a homeless man who's actually weeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Well, I do like the idea of a hanging recreation center and some old man in his 50s in a Speedo and a cap just trying to do laps in a swimming pool. Just been like, you guys are I'm doing my laps. You guys are doing hanging here.
Yeah.
Not a
It's
good day.
like, that's fine. But the pool is still open until 9, right? And they're
Till
like,
9.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, it's 8:45, so I have 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
There's always one guy in the shallow end that's not even swimming. He's just asking if you want to get in.
Yeah. The water's real warm, like right here, like around 3 feet from me.
Why aren't you in here?
Don't worry. The chlorine kills all the sperm.
Whoa.
So, he was, I mean,
That is crazy.
He was hanged at the Tokyo Detention House in secrecy.
Oh.
Japan currently has 105 people on death row.
Wow.
And I guess there isn't.
What have they done to deserve it? I'm so curious.
Not this. This guy got expedited.
Yeah, for real. He moved to the top of the list pretty quickly.
Right. They're like, no one's going to really protest this guy. So anyway, the Twitter killer.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What a nightmare story that is.
And this is not related at all, but I just remembered that I had a dream last night where I was in a pool and I was teaching kids how to swim again.
That's fantastic.
Which I used to do. And I don't know why. I just had a memory that I thought was a memory, but it was actually a dream. I was like, was I just teaching kids how to swim in a pool?
That's very
But
cool.
I wasn't. I dreamt about it.
That's
Weird.
fantastic.
I smoke so much I can't tell memories from dreams anymore.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was hanging out at a hotel, and every single room that I went into was not the room that I was supposed to be in, and the elevator was all fucked up, and I was drinking Jack Daniels and some beers, and I think I woke up hungover.
Weird.
Beer hungover.
In your brain?
In my brain.
Like mentally hungover?
Yeah,
And then you're like, wait a minute, I'm not hungover. That was a dream.
But it is kind of fun because I felt a little tipsy in my dream. I'm like, this is sort of working. My body's like, oh, I'm going to get you drunk, Kissel.
One way or another.
You think you're sleeping? You're drunk. Then I woke up and I was like, wow, sweet.
Sweet.
I don't have the beer shits.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little night out while having a night in.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we have one more devastating story, and then maybe we'll get to something a little bit lighter involving Del Taco.
Please.
This story is very, very sad. So it's Friday, so you have something to talk about at the bars this weekend.
Okay.
A 14-year-old boy. He walked.
That's not something to talk about at the bars this weekend.
That's true. Well,
on.
change the age. Okay, a 98-year-old man. So a 14-year-old boy walked off 120. Oh my God, this sucks. Walked off a 120-foot cliff in front of his dad.
Walked off?
Yes.
How? Why? What does that mean?
Apparently, he was hallucinating from altitude sickness. The reason, okay, and his last words were, he told his father that he saw, quote, snowmen and Kermit the Frog.
Oh my God.
And then he walked off the edge. He didn't jump. His name was Zane Wack. He is now in a medically induced coma.
That's whack.
That is whack.
The sound it made.
Holy shit!
He's-
This kid was fucking. He's like hallucinating, just like on life.
Yes. Well, because of the altitude.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, altitude
That's
sickness. You fucking trip, bro.
I've been sick with altitude sickness. I wasn't seeing Kermit the Frog.
That's because you're trash. You probably saw heroin needles and a bunch of fucking junkies.
Yeah.
Walk into the light, Kyle, you fucking queer.
So this was at the Sierra Nevada mountain range. The frightening events unfolded as the pair made their way down the mountain. Ryan Wack initially had no doubts about his son's ability to hike, but then his son started acting a little bit strange, and then again his son said he saw snowmen and Kermit the Frog, and then he walked off the freaking cliff.
That's insane. And he must have seen him just regular walking and been like, oh, he's about to walk and then turn around and say something else weird, but he didn't turn around.
Yes.
So how can you know to run to save him when he's just calmly walking off towards the ledge? You don't think. That's crazy.
It really is. Also, what horrifying if they are his final words. Hopefully he survives. It was a 120-foot fall, so I guess you can survive. I mean, he's 14, he's spry. They bounce back.
Yeah, they're buoyant.
Yeah, they ain't like us anymore. So they say, this is according to his father, which I thought was kind of weird. His dad said, he's in better shape than I am.
Well, not currently.
Wow.
He used to be.
You think the kid's doing bad. Imagine how I feel.
Yeah, but I think he was referencing actual physical shape while mountaineering.
Oh
But
my
yes, it does
God.
sound like, hey, man, I'm the one who's really sad over here. He's in a coma. But I don't think that's what the father meant. If so, that's not very nice.
Right. Just laying around.
Yes, this was supposed to be his introduction to mountaineering. And
This motherfucker's never going to hike ever again.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Yep.
it's over. So the son started having issues, but they had already finished the toughest part of the hike. So the dad's like, let's take an easier trail down. So they took a 7-mile descent back to they took a safer route to, it's a 7-mile descent back to their car. They took a safer route, and even that wasn't able to stop the hallucinations.
Whew.
Oh my God.
I mean, was he dehydrated?
It's low oxygen when you're that high, so that's what causes all this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. His father says he knew he was hallucinating. He said he saw things like snowmen and Kermit the Frog. Wax said he was keeping a close eye on his son as they made their way down the trail, and then he thought his son looked, quote, considerably better, but then again Zane kind of acted strangely. And then his dad says, my guess is it's a combination of exhaustion, sleep deprivation, probably some dehydration, and lasting effects from the altitude sickness, but he essentially started to doubt reality.
Wow. Ugh, me every day. But I'm too afraid of heights to be on a cliff.
Exactly.
So I'm always just walking off onto the road in front of me.
You do it the way that the Lord intended through magic mushrooms and things of this nature, and all of us.
Yeah.
I want to take some mushrooms at some point. I think my brain is together enough to dibble-dabble in some mushrooms.
Well, like I said, I've come to a point where I can't really decipher memories from dreams sometimes. So
Right.
I do think I'm weird with reality sometimes.
Well, there's a knock on the door. Oh, they say they're with a psychiatric unit? Oh, Jerii. They know you.
I don't.
So apparently, it was completely bizarre. That's according to the father. Zane's deteriorating state of mind prompted a separate group of hikers nearby to call for a search and rescue team near the mountains. Long story short, he's in a coma, and hopefully he survives. It seems like everyone was like, that kid is really fucked up right now. We got to get him off this damn mountain. But before they could do that, he fell 120 feet before hitting the ground. And he's like this super adorable 14-year-old kid who hopefully can survive this and have a funny story to tell about why he doesn't go skiing.
Yeah.
Funny is a crazy word to use, but I do hope he pulls through.
He did have the most pleasant hallucinations of all time.
Right?
He really
Usually it's very
did.
scary.
Yeah.
Snowman, Frosty the Snowman and Kermit the Frog, that'd be fun. I'd jump too.
Frosty could be scary.
Yeah.
Frosty could be scary.
Well, Jack Frost.
Right.
Terrifying. I
Yeah.
was just about to mention him.
He had
oh my
sex
God.
with a woman until she died in a bathtub in the movie.
So strange.
Yeah.
Just the strangest. And then the kid is like, that's my dad. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, you're talking about the Michael Keaton one. I'm talking about the horror movie, but they're both equally
They're
terrifying.
both Jack Frost, technically.
Oh my God.
They
that's
are
hilarious.
both equally terrifying.
Yeah.
All right. That is scary. How can
Jack
you...
Frost fucks a woman and then she dies in the bathtub?
Yeah, in the movie, in the horror movie.
I was talking about the Christmas beautiful movie that's actually fucking terrifying, where Michael Keaton dies in a car crash right at the beginning, and, then he becomes like a snowman, and like he starts like hanging out with his kid, and like his spirit is in the snowman, and then like he finally then he melts at the end and is like, "Bye, kid. Fucking great to keep on doing this thing with you."
Horrible.
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
Well, Jack Frost, the horror movie, he's a serial killer that's being transferred to another prison during a snowstorm, and it crashes, and then all of a sudden he becomes a snowman and kills people.
That's hilarious.
And
It
has
looks
sex with people till they die.
It looks just like the Michael Keaton.
I know.
Jack
It's actually
Frost,
less
too.
scary.
I know.
Yeah, I think the Michael Keaton one is much scarier because it's all emotional and it's your dad and he's a snowman and then he melts.
Yeah.
You're telling your mom that you're playing with your dad outside, fucking snowman. And she's like, man, he is not handling this death well.
Good news for people who
Okay.
live in Colorado.
Hey, Jeff.
Del Taco, it's reopening 17 stores.
Yeah, let's go.
Evidently, Del Taco closed up shop in Colorado a couple of years back. They closed 17 stores, and now they say, God damn it, we're coming back to the great state of Colorado. Specifically, they are going to be coming back to Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Isn't that exciting?
I mean, yeah, it's really, honestly, I don't think I've ever eaten a Del Taco.
What?
So I don't know what's
It's
good
so
there.
good.
You never had Del Taco?
Why is it so good?
It's so much better than Taco Bell.
It is.
Actually uses like fresh ingredients.
Wow, I'm shocked.
They have crinkle fries that come with the
so
tacos.
into Taco Bell. I've never needed to like.
Oh,
drift
salty
off.
crinkle fries. Mm-hmm. Oh, they are
also-
so good.
Crinkle fries?
Yes.
Like the waffle kinds?
No, crinkle.
What's crinkle?
Crinkle. They got little crinkles like a hair. You know when you crinkle your hair?
Like a hair?
Crinkle fries.
Oh, those fries. Oh, those are the worst kind of fries.
You're absolutely wrong.
No, those are the
Curly
worst.
fries are the worst fries of all time.
Oh.
What?
Curly fries are
Bite
fucking
your
disgusting.
tongue.
Who
No,
wants
they're
wet fries?
not.
Guys?
Give me some
They're
wet
not
fries.
wet.
Yes,
They're
they
I've
not
are.
only been
wet.
doing the
They're
show for 5
crispy.
months. Can't
They're
implode.
crispy.
Can't implode yet.
They are crispy.
Gotta
and
make some money.
perfect. What
Okay.
fries are you eating?
Wet
Those
fries are
fries are
disgusting.
always soggy and fucking gross.
Okay, I
For
think-
some reason, crinkle
yeah.
fries are always 3 days old or more and coming from a
That-
diner.
that
Maybe
is
that's
true.
why I don't want to go to Del Taco.
That is true. No, Jerii makes a solid point.
What are you talking about?
Kyle does make a fine point about the curlies, although I'm not a big curly guy. What about just the nice, straight, nice shoestring? Give
I
me that.
love a shoestring fry too.
Okay, well,
Too skinny.
no,
You're too skinny.
okay,
I'm not.
okay.
Yeah.
You are too skinny, Kyle. Okay. You're supposed to be fatter. You're a father now.
Yes.
So Del Taco, it has opened up a location in Colorado. So congratulations. This is the good news. Okay, this is the good news for you. So
Maybe I'm a little riled up.
you are a little riled up, but apparently so there's 8,000 Taco Bell restaurants across the United States, right? And there's not nearly as many Del Tacos. There's only 590 Del Tacos, okay? So it's still failing behind Taco Bell, right?
Oh, big time, yeah.
But it is super,
Taco Bell
super
is delicious.
Yes, Taco Bell is delicious. We had it
Try.
yesterday. It was really, really
Yes.
tasty.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Also, their chicken nuggets. And they're not even nuggets.
Fire,
they're bites.
dude.
They're unbelievable.
They're just pieces of large chicken.
Their cantina menu hits.
Slow roasted, flavorful chicken.
Taco Bell is having a moment. However, Del Taco, it is going to retain its USA Reader's Choice title. So USA Reader's Choice, evidently, according to their listenership and readership, they like Del Taco the most. The chain faces competition from Arby's, which Del Taco is better than
Who?
Arby's.
I've never seen one person walk into an Arby's in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
Dude, it went way fucking downhill. When Arby's launched in the 90s, it was almost a sit-down restaurant. KFC, which is okay, but
I kind of love KFC.
KFC's, yeah, sure. It's got that chicken that's like half human and shit. It's good.
Yeah,
Famous
I like
bowls.
it.
Yep. And then, of course, Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell. So they're up against a lot.
Chick-fil-A, the best homophobic sandwich you've ever tasted.
Well, yes, and I don't politicize my chicken. I don't.
They do though.
Yeah, but I think they've changed. I don't think they care anymore.
Yeah.
It was like a moment in time.
It was a moment in time, wasn't it?
That was
Well,
during Obergefell. Okay, so it was 10 years ago, gay
yeah.
marriage.
Hey, listen, I still like the sandwich. I would just be like, this homophobia is delicious.
Right, it's good for a bit of a joke there.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
well, you got to deep fry it out.
Yeah.
Deep fry it out.
Yeah.
So Raising Cane's and McDonald's, they're
Ooh,
also
yum.
running for the coveted title. But I think McDonald's is on the way down, and Raising Cane's seems to be on the way up.
That is very, very good chicken tendies, man.
Yeah.
Those chicken tendies fuck.
Yeah, so the top 10 restaurants in the nation, they're going to be named on July 16th.
They're going to be named?
They're going to be named. There's a competition going right now.
Oh.
Fans can vote from a list of 20 restaurants starting. I'm sorry, the poll closes on Monday, July 7th.
Whoa, that's coming up. We gotta get our votes in.
Yes. So I don't even know where the fuck to vote. Oh, Zaxby's.
Who's?
Zaxby's is another one that you could vote for. So
the hell is
this
a
is
Zaxby's?
this is the USA Today poll. So this is a big. So go to USA Today, search poll. They got Del Taco #1, KFC, Chick-fil-A. We'll get into this.
Shit.
This is a mid-July, so this
In
is
and Out is a number 4.
which is a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. Your
It
Del
is a
Taco is
little
my
bit.
In and Out.
Ah, I see.
It's not good.
I like In and Out. I prefer,
It definitely goes in and out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. And just lastly, yeah, okay. Now we're not going to cover the whole story, but don't go to Turkey again for surgery. A chick got her teeth done in Turkey, and then
teeth?
Her teeth. It makes her gums recede, and then she keeps on losing them. So that, like, who was that musician who just lost her teeth during a show? Leanne Rimes, I
Jewel?
think.
Oh,
It was very sad. I think it was Leanne Rimes. Anyway, so don't go to Turkey for any surgeries because it's not
Okay.
good.
I won't.
Also, this is just really disgusting. A Brooklyn hoarder, they were found dead. It was a chick, and she was old, and she had 80 dogs in her house.
Oh, my God.
And you can see her home there. So also don't do that. Neighbors say it was really stinky, and look at all these adorable dogs that were in her house.
Oh,
They're
babies.
so
There's poop everywhere, those poor things.
Yes. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, Jerii.
Oh, my God. What a little ratty bastard.
So if you are in Brooklyn, there are currently 80 dogs that need to be adopted.
Oh, my God. This one's freaking blind. Oh, his little tongue is sticking out. That's so cute.
So anyway, that's that story. And just lastly, how to know if somebody has a high body count. Not murder, sex.
I really think that phrase should only count for murder. It's so...
I agree.
It's
I don't even know what mine is.
It's so gross to...
Yeah.
What's your body count?
I
It's like,
agree.
What are you talking about? You think I'm like hanging up everyone's jeans up on my fucking wall? Like,
Right.
what do you...
Carving their names into a special brick.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree, and I have no idea what mine is because I'm 40 and I've lived a long life. Okay,
Yeah.
so they say you can tell that someone has fucked a lot of people based solely on one thing.
Oh, let's go. I want to hear this.
It is for both men and women,
Oh.
and they say if a person has upper body strength, they have fucked more people.
What?
That's what they say.
That's
this is
okay.
This is a study by Washington State University.
What if you just really like to work out, but you don't, but you're kind of introverted, so you don't really get out a lot?
A study from Washington State U. They say there's a simple way to determine who's fucking and who is not. It is assumed that people who hit the gym and get strong and fit would have improved sex lives. I don't know why they needed a full study to do this, but I hope everyone passed their class. The study says, we found a main effect of strength on mating success proxied by lifetime number of sexual partners and current partnered status. So that's a fun way of saying who you fuck, how you fuck.
Yeah.
But not past year number of sexual partners or age at first intercourse. And I actually don't know what the fuck that means. So they're saying if your significant other can, quote, crank out push-ups without breaking a sweat, you see that and you're like, oh shit, now that is someone that I need to
That
procreate
person
with.
can pump.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the girls are like, throw away my, Mr. Mackey, my dildo. I got Tommy coming over and he's going to plow me in my guts.
What about for the gay ladies?
That would be the same thing, I suppose.
If you can do you'd be like much strong. I mean, you don't need to work out. You just need to make sure you're like gripping onto your steering wheel extremely hard all of the time. Maybe develop some finger strength.
just have road rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucked me like she was getting on the 101. I don't know. It was.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. She kept on flicking off something in the window. I don't know. And then she kept on turning my nipple like it was the radio.
She keeps telling me to go fuck myself.
Anyway, I came buckets. It totally worked. Anyway, and when I came, I said honk. Okay,
Exactly.
so this is it. So they say, considering the average American has slept with 14 people, which are good for you guys. There is no perfect number, but they say if you have upper body strength, then you fucked more. So it shouldn't come as a surprise. They say that the average body count number for people in the U.S. is lower than 20. America, evidently, is not having nearly as much sex as it should. So I guess that's not a lot. So I guess in Brazil and other places that are fun, they fuck more.
Oh, they definitely fuck more in places like Brazil and Dominican Republic.
I know.
That's how they say hello.
We're such a puritanical fucking country.
I know. What the hell? Come on, people, just live a little.
Live a little,
Dump
have
them out.
Yeah, there you go. Dump them out.
Dump 'em out.
Dump 'em out.
All right. Well, that's your go into the weekend and dump them out. Let's go to the chat. Any comments?
Yes, we actually have a request here from Pano. He was asking if we could get a Hail Michaela. Michaela Raines was a beautiful soul who dedicated her life to rescuing animals for fur farms.
Hail Michaela. Thank
Hail
you so much.
Michaela.
She
Oh my God.
died by suicide from online bullying, and she ran like a fox rescue. So if
What?
people want to go
Oh my
check that out, yeah, it's
God.
brutal.
Yo, fuck everyone who online bullies. You're
Yeah.
not big, you little fucking bitches.
Yeah, seriously.
Not
what
to
are you
scream at
trying
my
to
audience, at the
do?
audience, but
Yeah.
what are you doing?
No, like the trolls, like stupid freaking
Yes.
trolls.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. No, our audience doesn't do that. That's for
Yeah.
other shows to. They can cater to those fucking pieces of trash.
Yeah, she was 31 years old. Very sad.
Oh my God.
But if you want to go find her fox rescue and donate to it, go ahead.
That is
also,
horrible, and that's not butt of the week.
Yeah.
Online trolls.
no.
I had
You already named Butt of the Week.
no. I know that. No, butt of the week is garbage bags where you could
Yeah.
stuff
Where you can-
online trolls.
Oh,
Bodies.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I dealt with it because people believed a bunch of false bullshit because they were lied to, and they're just like, "But I read that," and it is hurtful, even though you know the truth. It's still hurtful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and I'm a grown ass man
Yes.
who has been through shit, and it was still hurtful for me. So imagine, when you're young and 31, I think is still a baby because I'm old,
Oh,
and it's just
yes.
not fucking right. So before you type something mean about somebody else, take a look in the mirror and say, how would I like to be told that? Because you don't know the information that you think you know. No one knows anything.
Yeah.
You really don't.
And his tourniquet says every punkish metal person has a twinge of emo, whether they admit it or not.
That's true.
Jerii.
I am very.
No, she admitted it.
I did admit it. I'm just saying it's not. It's not the majority of my makeup.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. It's the tinge.
Tinge.
It's the salt.
People are saying Del Taco is not ever for when you're sober. I disagree. I think it's great.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I would say, stoned. I think that if you're stoned,
Stoned would work.
Stoned is definitely, that's prime. But I think I would say that for most food. Is there any food that isn't as sushi? I actually don't like to
what?
eat sushi when I'm stoned.
Why?
I don't know. The idea of just the tuna and stuff.
Sushi
That's
is just
hilarious.
a ridiculous concept to me. I eat before I go out to sushi.
That
so I can
makes
be
sense
full.
for you. Yeah.
Because then if you eat a ton of sushi, you're going to fucking shit your pants. And
No, you're not. It's actually very healthy.
Dude, it's really good for you.
great.
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
for me.
unless it's a parasite, but for the most part, sushi is very healthy.
Yeah.
That's why Japan isn't like morbidly obese like we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening to another fantastic week of OK Bud. Rate and review. The shows are still growing. So next week, we're going to have our studio completed. And then hopefully later next week, I'm speaking with the merch guys so we can get some cool Hail Yourself merch. If you have any images, we will pay $250 for an image. Shoot it our way, and we will put that on a shirt if it's fucking badass.
Oh,
you can
cool.
email okbudpod@gmail.com with that. And yeah. That's it. We're going to keep on going. Hail yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Goodbye.